Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love and Healing Tarot. How are you? How have you been? It's good to see you. Memorial Day weekend. Hope everyone's resting, having a barbecue, whatever. But anyway, we are going to be working with the Arc. It's the Animal Tarot, Animal Spirit Guides, and the Companion Oracle. And then I have messages from Merlin, angel numbers, and Gaia's message. Okay, so let's see what is going on in Pisces energy world. We're going to pull 3 cards that are going to represent the energy that's coming through your reading today. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to pull 3 cards, and the first one is the Chameleon. So the Chameleon is a beautiful energy. It's an earth energy, and actually it can be a little bit of both. It could be an air energy as well. But anyway, it's a camouflage. It adapts to a lot of different environments, Pisces. So, and you know, you're very, I believe, clairvoyant. You know, Pisces has lots of spiritual gifts that they develop. They're very deep mystics, you know, dreamy. But let's see what's going on. I feel that right now, with this card coming out, I hope you're not hiding. Maybe things are getting a little too much for you, too much energy coming at you that's not your comfort, in your comfort zone. You're trying to adapt, you know, to be processing, to have your life, to work. And at the same time, I think that your mind is definitely thinking of other ways to move around in the daily life that you have, your daily activities. And here we have the innocence, the sheep, the gentleness. And so this is in the heart of the reading. It seems like what you want is much more calmer energy around you right now. There's definitely something that has hit you in a way that is bringing up, sometimes the light hits the shadow and it brings up, you know, things that we have to process. But right now I feel that you really need to be in a quiet zone and calming with people that are not going to trigger you, you know. So let's see what else is going on. And then we have the ladybug. So the ladybug is, you know, she's a very lucky energy here. So in the outcome here, I think that there is a possibility that you will definitely have your little wishes come true. Whatever it is that you've been wanting in the recent, you know, maybe in the recent week or two, where things are not very smooth, they're chaotic, you know, very chaotic. So let's keep moving here and let's throw out some tarot and let's see what this energy that was coming in with a chameleon, you know, definitely could be, you know, he's like a water energy too. He could be anywhere. He lives on trees. Could be by the water. So there's a lot of emotion going on that's coming in here with you, you know. And I think you're trying to find a comfort zone. But let's see what the tarot of the animal spirits come out with. All right, let's just see what is going on. Okay. So let's see. So we have the Ace of Swords, which is the hawk, air spirit, you know, very, you're in your head right now, you know, and the hawk sees everything. It has great vision. So I feel that, you know, you're definitely seeing things that are becoming very challenging to you right now. But the hawk and the Ace of Swords, you know, this discernment. You have to make sure that you discern what really is bothering you. You must really, really go down into the shadow to see what is being triggered, because I feel that you've been in a situation where something is going on that is pushing your buttons. Yeah. But here we have the owl. So with the owl, this is the moon. Yeah, this is feelings, emotion. You definitely are going through a lot of emotion, and there's a lot of shadow work that is coming through, you know. And so the psychic powers, your clairvoyance, everything, you're definitely um, out of your body in a way. You know, I feel that you've been triggered. You're going into the shadow, which is good because we need to shed light on it so that we can process our emotions. And this is in the heart of the reading. So I really feel that you've been working a lot on the shadow, the dark night of the soul. And then we have the Knight of Wands, some fire energy here, which is, you know, is about passion, right? Passion, and, you know, there's some fortitude. Um, the Wands is like a leader as well, you know, very much into adventure and takes risks and chances. But that part of your life is not here right now, but it's the outcome. It could be an outcome where you finally get through this, and it's just be gentle. In the heart of the reading, you have the sheep, which is gentle. You have to be gentle with yourself right now. Really take care of yourself while you're doing this work, this deep shadow work, it seems, and you'll be fine. You know, stay with it in your heart, because the outcome showing that you have the passion and fortitude to get through this, and there will be some wishes and gratification from it. All right. So let's shuffle a little bit more and get 3 more cards out here and see what else we can tell you, Pisces. Whatever has triggered you. And it could be just, you know, if you're sensitive to energy, I'm not surprised that this happened, because everybody who I've been talking to who is very sensitive to energy is going through the dark night of the soul. We go through it every so often, and the energy of the sun brings in more of a catalyst, you know, for us, you know, to get into the shadow. Because what does the sun do to our plants? You know, the sun expands plant growth, right? So it does the same thing for us. So let's see what else is coming in here. So we have the 9 of Cups, okay? So there is some wishes here that definitely are going to be coming to you. Some satisfaction. Let's just say that, you know, let's be more simple. You know, it's just satisfaction about, oh, I got through it. I'm going to be better for it, and you will. And then we have the Magician in the heart of the reading, which is, you know, that's you. You know, you have all the gifts. You know how to manifest if you have to. So you have everything that it takes to get through this. And on the other side, you'll have the sun, I'm sure. And here we have the 10 of Wands. Yes, it's almost over. It's almost over, Pisces. You know, there's definitely going to be some, you know, how could I say, some, you know, hurdles that you may have to go through, but you're going to wind up in a better place, and you're going to expand your gifts even more, because the more we clear ourselves, the more our spiritual gifts come through. The more we can love ourselves, the more that energy heals the planet. You know, it really does. A smile, a gratitude, thank you, you know, really, really good intentions will heal the world. And it doesn't just happen in your life, it happens in the past lives as well, in the ancestral timelines that came before you. Those are the things you heal as well when you start to heal things within yourself. So you are doing it for not just yourself, but for the planet and all the past timelines and ancestral, you know, civilizations, whatever is tied to you. So let's see what other energy is here from the tarot here. These are the oracle cards of the tarot companion. So let's see what else we can say here. What's going on? A lot. You're not the only one going through this. I've done other readings where it's pretty much very close to the same, but it's happening everywhere. There's a shift going on, and perhaps you are going through a shift, you know, a shift of consciousness. You're letting go of things that don't, you know, aren't comfortable anymore to be in your life. You know, it's just happening. Things that you don't want to eat anymore, things that you don't want to do anymore. So it's a process that's happening, and it's all about evolution. So here we go. What else can we say? We're going to throw 3 cards for each row. We have the Enchinda. Yeah, so here, the Enchinda, here, Echidna, you like to be home. You're a homebody, Pisces, and it's it feels to me that something happened at home. There might be a danger, a sense of danger to you, maybe not necessarily your life, but there's a sense of danger when you're around certain energies that, are putting you out, So be careful, and use your good psychic abilities and your sensitivities to create good boundaries, safe boundaries, so that you can definitely get through this hard time you're going through. And here we have the mermaid. So the mermaid here is definitely in the middle of the reading. There's definitely something here that's alluring you. I feel this feminine creature, the mermaid energy, there's an alluring charm here. Someone you don't trust very much, and maybe that's the danger sense, that whoever is within your life is maybe not what they seem to be. You know what I'm saying? Because there's an alluring charm, and it's right in the heart. So I believe that there could be someone in your life that you need to keep a better boundary, and see how that works, because it definitely is happening. So here we go. The next card, we have a gecko. So the gecko is definitely, an agile type of cunning, energy. So perhaps that is something that is needed here. Have some agility, be cunning, try to use your perception of, where you can be to be safe, and also get through the dark night of the soul here, because that's what I feel you're going through. So let's see what Gaia has to say here for this reading. Let's see what she has to say. I believe that there's going to be a message here for you, I'm sure. Yeah, so don't keep going, because at the end, in the last row here, which is the possibility of what's going to be, is that you will get through it like a fox. You'll get through it like a fox. But something at home or someone can't be trusted anymore. Perhaps they are making you very uncomfortable. All right, so here we go. What does Gaia say for Pisces? The Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. So, yeah, so there is some type of shadow work you're going through, and it seems like you're doing it alone. That's what I feel. I feel there's no one here that knows about it. I don't see any other cards here that tell you're doing it all on your own. And so just keep good boundaries, and you're going to get out of this like a fox, and you're going to be fine. Let's see what Merlin, the wisdom of Merlin, has to say, and I will read his answer to you as well, because he gives really good advice. He does. So the Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions. Yeah, it's all about healing and reflection for you right now, Pisces. So let's see, what does Merlin want to say to Pisces? Merlin as a guide. Use your words wisely. So let's read this for you, so that we can give you a better, clear message of what Merlin wants to tell you. I know it's here because it's here. No, here it is. It's got to be here. It is. It is. It is. Don't go away. It's right here. Here it is. Merlin as a guide. It's probably the first. Here it is. Okay. Sorry. Here we go. So, Merlin had discovered that words are powerful. They can do much good when used wisely, but when spoken carelessly or out of ego, and can do much harm. When we forget how powerful our words are, they can be spoken haphazardly and interpreted dangerously by either ourselves or others. When we forget to use them to empower and instead use them to control or command, we may fall into the trap in believing in their absolute accuracy ourselves. That way danger lies. That's where danger lies. That's where this is. The echidna, okay? This card then warns you of your growing notoriety and the responsibility that comes with it. It encourages you to acknowledge the power of your words and the way in which they both affect those around you and how it shapes your world. So that is a really clear message to me about what's going on in your, in your little dark night of the soul. There's something definitely going on. So let's see what angel numbers are here for you, Pisces. What angel numbers can describe or help you see something or comfort you? I'm sure you can comfort yourself. I don't feel that you can't. I feel that you're on your own here in these cards. You don't have many court cards. It's all on your own. So let's see here. The number 2121. It says success, wealth, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you're experiencing a significant change of conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? The only way to make something new to emerge is to let go and surrender, and it's exactly what you're doing. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope to see you again, and keep on doing the good work. Take care now, Pisces. Bye-bye.